Good morning everybody, it is the occasional vlog and I don't know why this delivery is so stilted, but it is Saturday. Gemma is at work, I am not at work, I'm at home and I am going to eat this donut. I was all raring to get going, maybe raring to get going on the garden because I've got everything I need now to get the base done, and it's raining. I don't fancy getting wet right now, so yeah, the garden's going to be a summer project anyway, so it doesn't have to start immediately because we've still got quite a lot of summer left. It's just most of summer appears to be rain this year. But it is Saturday, as previously said, so I'm sure we'll find something to do around the house, like laundry and sleep. And yeah, the occasional vlog this weekend, we do have plans. We are going into the town, we're going to have a little date there. And I've booked us tickets to go and see the British Music Experience at the Cunard Building, one of the three graces on the Pier Head. So that should be really good because I've been planning to go there since it opened and never did. And I thought, let's get in there and get it vlogged because it should be a good laugh. It'd be pretty cool to see some of the music stuff they've got in there. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. And then, of course, after that, we'll probably go and get food somewhere and maybe a sneaky beer in Dead Crafty or elsewhere. And elsewhere. So anyway, I'll keep you up to date with what I'm doing across the day now. My plans are in ruins because of the rain, but I'm sure we'll find something to keep ourselves busy. I thought I'd come and do some shed organising while it's raining. In fact, I need to spray the spider repellent in here. It's not actually done too badly, this one. There's not too many spiders in, but there's evidence of a couple of small webs. So that might be an idea. I went back up to the back shed middle of the week and give it another quick spray with the spider repellent. I did not see one single spider, so it sounds like that stuff has done the trick. But yeah, this place is a bit of a mess, I'll show you. I mean, we've only had the shed a year. It already looks like this. So I'm looking for a spirit level and I can't find one. Oh dear. Also, while I'm in here, Cat's been sheltering. He's got fed up of me now and he's going for a wander. Straw all over his tail. We do now have 15 bags of gravel. That should be enough. Oh, it smells lovely and minty in here now. I've just sprayed it with the spider spray. It smells like Uncle Joe's mint balls. First tub I looked in. Trying to see the state of this ground here because I thought it was very hilly and I thought it built up towards the fence. It actually drops towards the fence and there's a bit of a lump here and a bit of a lump there, but otherwise it's actually really quite flat. That'll save me a job. Also, this is my I didn't want to buy a long spirit level, so put a normal spirit level on a long piece of wood. Literally just this part is raised. So when it starts to dry off, I'm going to dig all this out and maybe flatten this a bit here. And it should mostly be flat. Just out there chatting with the neighbour because Cat ended up on the fence watching me while I was tinkering in the shed there trying to find that spirit level. And she's come out with a bit of food for him. I was like, he's been fed this morning. She said, oh, he's turned into a little piggy, isn't he? Apparently she's got a chair in her garden with a blanket over it, like a cover over it, so he can climb underneath and kip if he wants to. So he's got a couple of spots to shelter now. He's only come back over here and finished all the treats off as well. I reckon one of these magpies has just told the other one, there's treats on this thing, come down and we'll get some. Of course, Cat's eating them all in the meantime. So then they both arrived back and they were both sat next to Cat chatting. They've got plenty of actual bird food up there, but they do like a bit of cat food as well, so maybe I'll put them a bit out. Afternoon's rolled in and it's actually picked up a little bit of the weather out there. It's quite nice now. And Cat's out there having a wash, cleaning all that blooming straw off his back. I need to do his bedding actually, it's been in there for a little while. I was going to go out and start on the garden, but since he's out there for a bit, I'll give him some peace. Get some dishes done. I've got plenty of other things I can do. Making a bit of a start out here. I thought I'd start by probably the most difficult part. It's just getting this bit up to the edge of the garden, lowered a little bit. I started breaking it up with the fork and I've marked the corners of where I expect it to be with those pegs there. I was probably going to string them up actually and get an idea of where level is, but we'll see. I mean, I really should do that, but for it doesn't have to be perfect purposes, I think I'll be okay. Well, nice and level there, but just that is one full bucket of dirt. a bit more progress. So you now actually drop down there, which is kind of what I wanted, because I'll backfill it with a bit more soil and then stamp it all down. But you can tell as you walk up now it's much lower level. I'm going to take it up to the flags so I can butt these up against the flags. I haven't gone up to the fence just in case we ever want to replace the fences in the future, so we don't damage any of this. So what I'll do is I'll put the weed membrane down, put some gravel on it for the time being, so we can just pull all that back then if we do the fences. Hopefully that's the lion's share of the digging. And now I'm going to have a rest. I do have to take it easy. Can't work too hard, and this was quite a little bit manual. Not too bad though. Especially breaking it up with a fork first, it just came up like tough. Called into Gas Social, the start of the weekend beer for Gemma. Oh, marble, temporary traffic lights, coffee, fruity session. And this is a Vault City Physicon Float Dr. Pepper session. So we're back home now. I was joking with Gemma that I was doing mudlarking in the garden, digging up the gap for the shed, but I've just gone out and turned the soil over and found this, which it doesn't look like much because it isn't much, but it's a piece of old lead pipe. Must have been from when the house was renovated a few years ago. It weighs a ton for a tiny little piece of metal like that. Of course, I used to use lead pipes in the UK until they realised the dangers of it. So a lot of them were stripped out and replaced with plastic, copper and other things. There you go. And maybe keep that to one side. Gemma's home. Not got your tea yet already?
I'm starving.
Tea's on though, isn't it? We're having ribs, lamb ribs, chicken wings, garlicky cheesy mushrooms.
Yeah.
Whatever else we fancy.
Whatever else we fancy. There's cheese ball, charcuterie, all
Yeah,
sorts out there.
Fresh bread that we haven't put in the oven.
That's for breakfast in the morning for the bacon
We'll do
sandwiches.
that tomorrow then. You had a nice day?
Yeah, it's been good.
You're watching rubbish on TikTok?
I am, yeah.
Oh, okay. First thing, we got 3 chicken wings a piece. We've got loads more of these chicken wings, but we just did half the batch now. These have got Old Bay seasoning on them, which is very nice.
Pixie, will you stop wrecking the couch?
And Pixie's wrecking the couch. Round 2 on snack night. We're having a bit of a proper little finger food night. Mushrooms and the minted lamb chops that I bought from Taylor's probably quite a while ago now. They've been in the freezer waiting. Well, I thought you were being all cute for a minute there, but it didn't last very long, did it? Good morning. It is Sunday. We've just had breakfast. So the plan today is we're going to go into town. Well, we're going to go to the British Music Experience, which is a museum of British music. There's like loads of exhibitions of like music memorabilia, instruments, clothes, stuff like that. Apparently it's very, very good. I've just been talking, Nibbles and Bubbles said that they've been and it was really good. A few of our friends also want to go. One of my old friends from university said it was good as well. So we'll be doing that. Also, obviously, we'll be in town. So we'll probably grab some food, maybe get a beer or two. Dead crafty, possibly. You know, usual Sunday afternoon trip. Well, before we go out as well, he's not out there at the minute, but I'm aware we've got a few new viewers because of the Iona vlogs who might not know the story of Cat. So Cat's the garden cat that sometimes appears in the garden. He's not our cat. I mean, we'd love him to be, but unfortunately he is a stray. We've tried to find his owners. We've put posters up. There's a group on Facebook. We've posted on there asking if anyone knows him. We can't get close enough to paper collar him, unfortunately. So what we did last year, because he was like struggling in the winter, is we put a shelter in the garden and put food down for him. And we thought, oh yeah, we're doing good here. We'll get him, we'll befriend him. Can't get near to him. He will not like tolerate me getting any closer than you see us getting in the vlogs. If I try and pet him, he scratches me, which I have to be really careful with. So you don't want to get sick from a stray cat. As it turns out, we're not the only ones who feed him. Our neighbours feed him. Our neighbours but one feed him, and we're pretty sure someone over the other side feeds him as well. So he gets well fed and he gets looked after, and we all keep an eye on him and just make sure that he's doing well and he's healthy. But he is a stray cat, so he's, he sometimes comes back with a scratch or a bite here and there, so we just keep an eye on him and make sure they heal properly. Well, we're in town. We sat behind the guy watching the loudest memes ever on the bus, 75-year-old fella, just enjoying his memes with the AI voice and the fake laughs. That was kind of funny. So we're going to head over to the Cunard Building, which is one of the 3 graces for the British music experience. We'll catch up with you when we get a bit nearer. We're in old Liverpool now, Castle Street. Castle would have been around here somewhere. And James Street. These are some of the founding streets of Liverpool from what I can tell on old maps. I don't think the Old Bar one that was there though back then. Well, I know it wasn't because it used to be called Queen. Look, they've left Taylor Swift flags up as well. Dramatic skyline here. These are the graces, the 3 graces, and chimney for the tunnel. And we are going about it a little bit of an awkward way, but we just wanted a nice view. Heading down to the Pier Head, you've got the Liverpool Museum of Liverpool on the left there, and one of the 3 graces right here on the right, which looks fantastic. Heading down onto the Pier Head now, you can get your tour buses here, which is ideally located because there is actually a cruise ship and it's behind the trees, so you can't really see it, but we have noticed a lot of American accents around town today, so I'm wondering if they've come off the ship. But as for us, as mentioned, the second building along is the Cunard Building. Has the British Music Experience signs in the windows. So we're going to head in and have a look, see what it's like. Now here's the Cunard Building. And sign for the British Music Experience. Let's go check it out. Well, we're in now. The staff in here are super friendly. They just give you like all the information you need. And you just basically walk through and work your way through the eras of music, and it gives you a bit of a history. And at the end there you can play a bit of music or have a bit of a dance if you fancy as well. Just played a bit of George Formby, it's like they know I'm here. We starting with jazz and skiffle. He did say as well, if you come in, bring headphones, because there's this QR code you can do an audio tour. I think we might come back and do that another time. The Apple Corps front door. It's Glenn Matlock's bass guitar, how cool is that? And Pete Shelley's Starway from the Buzzcocks. I was just about to say, oh sweet, look, it's Mark Bolan's guitar, and that is actually Mark Bolan's guitar. And that guitar's from the Suite. Some stuff you don't even have to say what it is, you just know if you're of a certain age. Madness and the Specials. And then into the hair metal here with a Def Leppard guitar. Judas Priest record. Lemmy's boots. Awesome. Oh, and that's Rob Halford's outfit as well. Live Aid Chrissy Hines stage outfit. Yeah, like some of my friends from university would have probably danced on that dance floor at some point. Well, I just saw this and went, oh my god, because I just instantly recognised it. Manny's bass and outfit. All painted by John Squire as well. And there's Mr. Sean Ryder's jacket. Brett Anderson's jacket from Suede. Jarvis's jacket as well. So much stuff in here, it's really cool. I'm now in the bit where I sort of relate to because it's my era. This is a very familiar guitar. Null's Union Jack Epiphone. Special in a minute is the Spice Girls. There's lots of Spice Girls costumes about. Look at these David Bowie's costumes. That looks like his bed, when he used to wear to bed. Brian's May's guitar, Freddie Mercury's kimono, Elton John's glasses down there, the costume from The Who and Led Zeppelin. Forgetting that we are in the Cunard Building, and the interior of this building is very impressive, as well as the exhibition. I can show it as well, but you can play some guitars in there. I had a quick go on a bass, and of course it's exit through the gift shop then. You can buy band t-shirts, you can buy vinyl, books, guitars if you really fancy it. Did you enjoy the British Music Exhibition?
I did, it was very good.
It was good fun, yeah. Definitely book online, save yourself a few quid, because it's not huge.
No,
and it's 20 quid for an adult ticket now.
Like just over an hour.
Yeah, but you can come back for the rest of the year once you book the ticket, so it's pretty good.
Sorry, there's a VIP
yeah, there is a VIP party bus
turned.
turned up, so. We're going to go try and find somewhere to grab a drink now, I think. I've wanted to come and look at this fountain for absolutely ages in our vlogs, because I saw George Dewey here once and it looked really interesting. Bloody thing's closed. I only want to be checking this restaurant out when it opens. There's a few other places in town but we've never been able to get to them. Also, this is one of the market stones that's like a signifier of the old boundaries of like medieval Liverpool. And it's still here in the middle of the street. While we're in explore mode, the local papers seem to like calling this the Harry Potter Street. This is just off Dale Street. It's quite cool, isn't it? Just hidden away. You just don't. This is the first time I've ever walked down here, and I've been in Liverpool over 20 years. There's all sorts of businesses around here. I think there's a little cafe and wine bar around here as well. Yeah. Yeah. So much to see. That art gallery. A little wine bar. You want to get into there, you can come from the other side on Castle Street, the Queen's Insurance building, Queen Avenue leading to Castle Street. Let's have a little explore. But we're going to go to the Thomas Rigby down here and get a beer. And here's the Thomas Rigby, we're going to head in. Up a good pub. A little beer garden out the back, so we've both got a pint apiece. We've got the Hawkshead Gold.
No, yours is Hawkshead Pale and mine.
Hawkshead Pale, sorry, and you got Purity Gold. Look at the windows in this place. Gemma's just pointed out how old they are. She also pointed out that the heating's on over here as well. Gemma's got her eye on the Beavertown parasols. I don't think she'll be able to sneak one out. I tell you what, the size of the drink there must have come in as well. In the past 3 days, while Gemma's been wearing this cardigan, about 4 people have said how pretty it is.
It's from Shein.
Right, next stop we're going to try a pub I've never been to and Gemma's been to a long time ago. So the idea is when we come into town we want to try new places sometimes. It only has to be maybe one every trip, but gradually over time we'll build it up. So we're going to try another traditional boozer called the Vernon Arms. So we'll see what that's like. And there's loads more up here, to be honest. There's like 3 pubs up there that we can try as well. So I've walked past this pub at least 200 times. Possibly 500 times and never been in it. Grab a beer then. The beer's in here. Gemma's got a Salopian one and I've got Postlethwaite. It's Pete Postlethwaite themed beer. Proper bar as well. And look at all those camera awards as well. That's fantastic. We like it in here, so we grabbed the second round. I haven't had an Erdinger for years, so I thought I'd grab one. And Gemma's on the Ossett Citra. Stepping out of the Vernon Arms and I mean, look at that. What a beautiful city. So we're going to go and try and get some food at the GPO, I think. Even just walking down this street, I mean, look at that. That's going to be a fairly fancy DoubleTree.
I don't know, that one looks like it's a modern building.
Yeah, it is. But look, it's quite well done. I mean, this one's a beautiful building. And the next few. We are lucky to live in such a pretty city. Even if I'm struggling to say it. So we're going to call in the Met Quarter for the food market that they have in here. So the building, the fascia of this building is very fancy, but the back of it is really modern. It's like they kept the fascia and built a really modern building inside. Just to underline the point, yeah. Got a little food market on the right here. So we've been here a few times with friends in the past, and between their app and my bank account, ordering food from this place was a pain in the bottom. Their app was a pain. Gemma couldn't order from more than one stall. I managed to get the order in, but then my bank's like, this might be a scam. My bank's gone through a habit of late of saying everything's a scam. So if this is a scam, then potentially our next holidays are also a scam, because I got the same warning there as well. We'll see how we go. Also, I'm not sure how the food's going to work, but if you order drinks, you've got to go over the bar and get them yourself. You might as well have just walked up, to be honest. Yeah, you basically get text messages now, go and get your food when it's ready. So I got the hot chicken burger and some curly fries as well. Gemma's food's, well, Gemma has since collected her food too. Decent clean bowls. The burger was actually really lovely. Those pickles I wasn't so sure about. I'm not a big pickle eater. Very sweet though, really nice. Gemma obviously enjoyed. Clean bowl. So when we ordered our drinks and our food, I got a message to say our drinks were ready, and Gemma was off at the toilet. I went to get our drinks. I came back and sat back in a booth. Gemma's just noticed that this lantern here's moved, and then she's looked at the photos. And when I came back from the bar with our drinks, I sat at the wrong booth. We've just basically been in the wrong place for
So
the rest of the day.
it's lucky we had to go and get our own food.
Exactly.
We were on that booth.
Oh, that was funny. So we're heading up to Dead Crafty, but there is an important update that we... Well, it's fairly obvious now when you're looking at it, but Paul Curtis's artwork is now... I don't know if it's complete, but it looks fantastic, doesn't it? That is amazing! Wow! Look at that! Just absolutely stunning. It's like 8 floors tall. Thanks, boss. we live in a really, really cool city, I must admit. We're very lucky. Anyway, Dead Crafty for beer. I think I'm going to have to order this one because it is Vault City and Dead Crafty's collaboration for Vault City's 6th birthday. There it is, Mountain Dew themed beer. Let's give it a try. It's very, very, very sweet. Little sour but mostly sweet. It's a solid 3.75 for me, I think. Sorry, Vicky, Gary. Gemma's not a fan.
I'm not a fan of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's very, very, very sweet. The Salt Eldorado is really nice, actually. That's a solid 4. So we jumped in. I must admit, I was tempted to try the Emperor's Castle run. We've tackled the Emperor before, and it didn't end well for me. But we did go. I got this Dank House extra on a 2/3, which is the Dry Hut IPA. This one. And what did you get, Gem?
Dank House Steamy Shower.
And Gemma got this one, which is the 7%. And because, you know, you've got to get one for the road, we did try this Central Waters Brewers Reserve French Toast Stout. It's an 11.7%. So it's not as strong as the Emperor, but it's got some kick to it. So let's give them a try. Starting off with the extra. Solid IPA, this one. Oh my god, that is amazing. That's a really good beer. That's definitely a good 4.25 and possibly a 4.5. And I'm going to give the French toast out a go now. You know, it's strong when it comes in this glass. The old school dead crafty glass. That is so good. That's a 4.5 all day, every day. Forgot the steamy showers. That's very drinkable for a 7% IPA. It's very fresh actually. We're Monday evening. I was out a bit earlier. Test fitting and digging. And the levelling is becoming an issue. So I think what I'm going to get is I'm going to get some sharp sand. Some builder's sand. It's not expensive. And we're going to get some of that in there as well. And try and make it a bit more level. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I would like it to be at least somewhat like. But yeah, those platforms there have all been locked into place because Gemma came out and stood. I locked one in and then Gemma locked the others in. Looks okay. That bit there was the high spot, so I've lowered that. There's probably a bit more needs doing. But of course the transition between this bit and the lawn is a problem, because if I dig up the lawn I have to take up all the turf, and then I end up digging about 2 inches of soil up. Wow, we got a really pretty sunset tonight. Red skies.
He's looking at you.
Yeah, and just down here on the picnic table, Cat's turned up for the night. So he got himself some supper. And then I think he went next door and got supper from the neighbour as well.
Probably.
Well, it is Tuesday now, Tuesday evening. We haven't really got anything planned for the rest of the week now, so I think we're going to close this one off. And yeah, it's been a good weekend. We really enjoyed the British music experience. And had a nice hat trip to town, some good food, and yeah, made a little bit of progress on my shed base. Still got quite a lot to do though on that, I think. Just taking my time in the evenings really, or at the weekends, so it takes as long as it takes, doesn't it? Anyway, we'll catch you in the next occasional vlog, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you then. Goodbye. Keep looking at the wrong side of the camera still.